Hey, this is JC and welcome to Small Brick City. In this video, I'll be covering two things. One is a review of the LEGO Cruising Adventures Set 3108. This is a Creator 3-in-1 set, but I'll be concentrating on the main yacht build. The second thing that I'll be sharing are updates to my Lighthouse Point Set 3105. I shared my modifications in a previous video, but based on feedback and comments from subscribers, I've made some improvements that I think you'll enjoy. And do stay tuned to the end of the video because I'm going to share with you a secret storyline that LEGO doesn't want you to know about that can be told with the small builds of the Cruising Adventures set. Let's first have a look at the updates of my lighthouse. If you want to see my original video on my Lighthouse Point mod, do check out the link in the card at the top right of the screen. This video specifically focuses on the changes, so you might want to watch that video first before watching this one. I did not make any changes to the lighthouse itself or the small house that it sits on, but I did add a railing at the front of the lighthouse. That's because one Redditor commented that that's a very dangerous front door, and I agree. So I blended in some railings and added a few chains to give it a rusty feel. These railings prevent the lighthouse keeper from falling to his death if he stumbles out of the front door drunk. The other change I did was to get some minifigs to carve in a set of steps into the side of the rock mountain, add a short ladder, and create steps with wooden planks so there's access from the lighthouse tower to the water. I also added a small jetty and a rowboat. The challenge was to blend the steps in organically so it still looks like part of the rock face, but it's an obvious man-made or minifig attempt to create a passage up and down to the lighthouse. I think these two changes are great improvements, and a shout out to GJ Bricks for first suggesting the steps down the face of the mountain to the water. What do you guys think of the changes? Do you like them? Do you think they make the overall sets better and even more aesthetically pleasing? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Now let's have a look at the main yacht from the Cruising Adventures set. I think this is a really good sized yacht, and I'm really happy with this. Even though I have a small brick city and a small beach, I believe I can fit this into my beachfront. Previously, I had seen the LEGO Friends Dolphin Cruiser set 41015. However, that yacht is really pretty big, and it comes in the Friends color, which I don't particularly like. I would have had to swap out a lot of those colored pieces. So in my opinion, this set really works for me. The size is right for a small yacht, the colors are realistic, and I think the design is great. In fact, I think there's one particular reason why I consider this set well designed, and I'll highlight it to you in just a while. This yacht is minifig scale, well proportioned, and very sleek. There's lots of glass so you can see the interior and light gets in as well, and there are all the different facilities that you expect to find on a small luxury yacht. From navigation systems, a sitting area in the cockpit, and a back deck at the back of the yacht. It is modular style, so you can actually lift off the roof easily, just like this. In fact, this looks like its own little hovercraft or escape pod. Now this is the reason why I say this is a well-designed luxury yacht, because there is a toilet. After all, what luxury yacht will not have a toilet? So good on you, designer. There's also a sink, a little pantry, a bed, and a TV on a swivel arm. The cabin size is just right, and it seems perfect for a small family or a couple. Now let's have a look at the small builds that accompany the Cruising Adventures set, starting with this jet ski. It's a very simple build, well detailed in red and white, and with all the important features. Next up is a sandcastle, pretty standard build, and it's got a crab in the front and two flags on top. With a small display here representing part of a beach, there's a seagull, parasol, a beach towel, and a very interesting tree where the branches are like the propellers of death. And finally, we have an icebox. It comes with a lolly, and this is quite an interesting design because it's made from two small windows, tiled pieces, and hinging tiles. It is pretty effective in what it's supposed to be, but you can't stick it to any plates. So now that you've seen all these small builds, let me tell you the secret story that LEGO doesn't want you to know. So imagine this scenario. We have a minifig on a jet ski that comes across a beach. He hops off and suntans on the beach towel, only to be startled by the crab coming out from the sandcastle. He tries to run away, but the wind blows, causing the tree with the propeller of death to decapitate and chop off his head. And that's where the icebox comes in. Get rid of the lolly and place the head inside. Of course, you have to shave off the hair first in order for the head to fit in the box, but you get the idea. Pretty morbid, but good job LEGO. I hope you enjoyed this video on the updates of my Lighthouse Point as well as the review of the LEGO Cruising Adventures of Death. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. In a future video, I'll give an update on my beach where I will share all the detailing of the water, and I'll be making some adjustments so I can fit in this yacht. And do not worry, there will not be any decapitation. So be sure to turn on the notifications so you don't miss out on that video. And as always, if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. Before you go, check out these two videos that you might have missed from before. Talk to you soon!